Hey Annika, it's Gabriel Panacos, and I wish that you really knew. I wish you could really see how many people have been affected, truly affected, by your videos. I'm not sure if you grasp the gravity of this. I'm sure a lot of people who make videos, they don't get what it is to be able to not just be so honest for either yourself or for others, but to be able to grasp how many people watch the videos and they say, wow, that's some deep shit right there. That's some deep ideas just from a person's perspective, just from a person sharing themselves and throwing in some words of encouragement, some words of positivity, some words and some ideas that there is hope out there. And, I mean, some people might try to downplay that, saying, oh, yeah, well, that's just what I do, that kind of thing. But you're going on your vlog, talking about your life, and then you downplay it and you say, oh, I'm not any more courageous than anybody else. You are courageous. You're not just talking about yourself, you're daring to tell people, yes, there's hope. And yes, there is hope out there. That's a wonderful thing. But you're telling them. You are sharing. You're sharing some really deep personal things about yourself. Not everybody can go and share who they are without knowing how people are going to respond, without knowing what's going to happen now. That takes a lot of courage, whether or not you're willing to admit that to yourself. So yeah, I'd say you have a lot more courage than than a lot of people out there in the world. You know, there's some people who are unwilling to consider going for their dream. If it's just, for example, their parents want them to go to business school, but they have their heart set on art. But play it safe, do what mom and dad want, go to business school anyway, become a lawyer when they want to become an artist, or rather than going to school, playing it safe and getting the minimum wage call center job, whatever is easiest with the least amount of risk. So yeah, there are a lot of people who, just because they're scared about something that doesn't even have any kind of any kind of stigma attached to it, any kind of fear of somebody being so hateful or negative towards them because of it, they choose the safe option. So yeah, you've got courage just for just for doing the just for doing just for going beyond other people's expectations, which I personally I personally support. I personally support anybody who, in order to be true to themselves, to thine own self be true, or to thine own self be true, Shakespeare, um, to anybody who is genuinely living their lives, genuinely willing to go out on that limb and risk it, and 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 be happy, or at least, go out there and try to be happy rather than being miserable, living living this living this shallow life that doesn't really end up in satisfaction, happiness, or anything. exit misery. People actually go out and, yes, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be fulfilled, I'm going to be a fucking person. That alone takes courage. And then they come on YouTube or any other public forum and talk about how you're going out and taking that leap of faith. Yes, that's extraordinary. That takes courage. And guess what? Beyond that, you're affecting a lot of people. You're giving a lot of people something called hope. So yeah, I commend you. I commend you. And I thank you. I thank you for being you. As Mr. Rogers would say, remember, you're special. And unlike condescending people, Fred Rogers, he meant you're unique. I like you for being you. So I think that if more people just shared what you share and were willing to be themselves like you, we'd be in a better place. So thanks, Annika. You're a wonderful young woman. Laters.